Welcome to Jake's Gym. I'm Coach Jake, and I'm here to tackle 3 tough questions you want to know. These were sent to me on the Life Happens-Live It Facebook fan page by students like you. And if you would like that page, you can send in your own questions so I can answer them in future videos and do my best to coach you to victory. In this video, I'm going to focus hard on creating a winning game plan for the relationships between students and adults. You spend so much time around them, why not make it calm and, dare I say, fun? Okay, it's game time, so let's get started. Question number 1. Adults are always lecturing me, and it's driving me bonkers. This reminds me of the famous line from the movie A Christmas Story. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. In other words, don't do it. It won't work. As annoying as this can be, I want to take just 1 second to explain why this advice isn't necessarily bad. Imagine that you know something really important, and you could save somebody else from going through tons of hassle and heartache if you could just tell them what you know. Well, this is the same dilemma our parents and adults that are in our lives face. They want to help you avoid getting fouled or ejected so bad, and they're doing it the best way they can, but sometimes it comes across in a way that makes you roll your eyes. Hey, cut them some slack, because it's not easy to get your point across in a way that's not annoying to your kids. When I put speeches together, I have all these ideas and advice and lessons learned the hard way that I really want to convey to my audience. And you wouldn't believe how hard it is to come up with an impactful way to get your point across that isn't lecturing. I found that stories of personal experiences is a good technique. Playing off that, here's a trick play that you can use, but it has to be executed very carefully. Sit down with your parents and let them know their advice is very valuable and appreciated. Then say something like, I bet you've gone through many of the same challenges that I'm dealing with right now, and I want to try something. I would love to hear stories about what you did in this situation when you were a kid. And instead of just telling me what not to do or giving me warnings, would you be willing to share some of your experiences? You will miss every shot you don't take, so you have absolutely nothing to lose by trying to improve communication. The adults in your life are giving it their best effort, and I think we owe them the same in return. We owe them a little bit of effort and understanding. Question number 2. My parents keep asking me so many questions about where I'm going. Who will I be with? What are we going to do? And when are you going to be home? What's with all this interrogation? Well, think about it from their perspective for a minute, and the tightrope that they have to walk. Believe me, they don't like prying into your life because they remember what it felt like when they were young. But if they if they didn't ask you what you're doing and something bad happened, then the blame and guilt falls back onto them. So do you see what kind of bind they're caught in? Well, like any good coach, your parents have to ask you to do things that aren't always fun. For the life of me, I could never figure out why my high school basketball coach would make us run line drills until we couldn't even move. Now, I would complain to my teammates, shouldn't we be practicing plays and shooting baskets instead of running up and down this court over and over again? If I wanted to run this much, guys, I would have joined the track team. Well, like your parents, our coach realized something that we didn't at the time. We ran until we didn't think we could take another step, and then he would blow his whistle and make us do it over again. By the end of the season, we were able to push past the boundaries of what we thought was possible in the beginning. So even if you're tired of being under that spotlight, think of this as an opportunity. If you're honest with your parents and actually do what you say you will be doing, you'll start to earn their trust. And the more trust you earn, the less interrogation you will get. I found it's easier to beat them to the punch sometimes and simply tell them a few details before they have to ask you questions. So now you won't feel pestered all the time and your parents won't be left guessing in the dark. Question number 3. My parents say I never talk to them, and I say they never listen to me. What can we do to build a relationship? When I ask teenagers what bugs them the most about their parents or the adults in their lives, the answer is usually they never listen. And I ask the parents or adults what bugs them about teenagers, and they say they don't talk to me. Okay, time out. I want to bring both sides in for a huddle here, because it sounds like a stereo that is out of adjustment. Let's bring one knob up and one knob down to meet in the middle. Here's a practice drill I designed to get some communication going. This weekend, I want you to try something new. Parents, you need to start talking less and listening more. Really stop talking, nagging, lecturing, reminding, warnings, telling your kids what they should or should not do in the future, and simply listen. It's going to be so hard, but before the words even come out of your mouth, zip it. Now kids, your challenge is to be willing to talk to your parents and share more with them. Your practice drill over the weekend will look like this. Simply watch a movie together. And the teenager, this is your chance to pick the movie you want to watch, and the adult can't say anything about your choice. I want them to just watch it. At the end of the movie, the adult gets to ask 3 questions about the show. No comment, no suggestions, no judgments. Simply listen. Teenagers, now it's your time to talk to the adult about what you think and be listened to. Next week, the parent or adult gets to choose the movie that you're going to watch. And the teenager, you can't say anything about the choice, just watch it. At the end of the movie, you get 3 questions. No comments, no suggestions, no judgments. So parents, this is your time to start the conversation and talk about what you thought about the movie and really be listened to. And if you want, you can get a conversation going. So building a winning relationship can take the course of a season, so give it every ounce of effort you have, one game at a time. You can't change yesterday's relationship, but you can change tomorrow's. The Well team, has been another terrific practice session with you. I want you to keep sending in those questions through the Life Happens Live It Facebook fan page. We're going to meet here for practice on the 3rd week of every month. So bring your game face and any questions you would like me to answer. We've created a winning strategy. The ball is in your court. Play fair, play hard, and remember you're all on the same team. Now get out there and be a rock star at the game of life.